Also, oh my goodness, can we just take a moment, because tomorrow is New Year's Eve. Like, what? What? Like, tomorrow we're all gonna stay up to midnight, watch the ball drop, and be like, wow, it's 2017. Hopefully we don't screw up this year. I mean, knowing 2016 and all of its glory and all of its memes, 2017 has a lot to top. So that's what I'm talking about today. I want to reflect on 2016 because, oh my goodness, so much has happened to me this year. Like, I always thought how good of a year 2012 was, you know, me joining Animal Jam, finding my spot in the world of YouTube and stuff like that, but you know what, 2016, I think, just topped 2012. Like, 2012 has been my favorite year of my entire life, up until this year. This year has been really good. And I mean, yeah, there have been some terrible things that have happened this year, like my dog passed away, and that was really difficult for me to cope with. There were several other things that happened that just literally made my year so terrible, it like crushed my heart into a billion little pieces. And if 2016 is still my best year after all of that stuff happened, I think that's saying something. So let's go ahead and map my journey through 2016. Are you ready? Because let's go. Alright, January. What happened in January? I probably made a New Year's resolution, and I probably failed at it, like in 2 seconds. Oh, I remember. Last year, when I was ringing in the new year in 2015 going on to 2016, we were all gathered around my family TV in the living room, and we were all watching the ball drop, and we were counting down, and Prince, you know, my little kitten, was sitting in my lap. We were all just hanging out, and he was almost asleep in my lap. But the second the ball dropped and it went to like 0 or whatever the counter thingy does, and we're like, 2016, it's here! We all screamed so loudly that Prince like jumped up out of my lap and like did a full-on sprint down the hall. It was like the funniest thing, but also was very painful because he like scratched my legs up so bad. And that's how I came into the new year. So that was pretty fun. Anyway, not much else happened in January, so let's go ahead and skip to February. Not much happened, so let's skip into March. And March was the worst month of my entire life. There's no other way to put it. It was just the worst month. So March 11th, it was a party's birthday. I'm pretty sure that was a Thursday, because the next day, on a Friday, my dog started, like, shaking really, really badly. Like, he would not stop quivering. He wasn't cold or anything. It was perfectly room temperature in the house, you know, normal. And he was just shaking, and he wasn't eating or drinking or going to the bathroom. We got really concerned, obviously. He'd never acted like that before. He'd never shown us he was in pain or something like that before. So we obviously took him to the vet, and they put him on pain medication, and they tried their best to, like, figure out what was going on, and by the end of the night, out came end-stage chronic kidney failure. The options were we could either give him, like, a $3,000 treatment and hope that he lives, like, another 6 months, or we could put him down. And that was the worst choice we've ever had to make as a family, and I think it was just so bad because I'd never really experienced a loss in my life. Like, I had experienced my cat dying, maybe, but I had never really known what death was like, because I was so small, I didn't really understand it. I didn't understand, like, what death meant. And I'd never lost an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent or anyone in my life. And this dog I'd grown up with since I was in the 1st grade, he went from being okay to just all of a sudden dying. It was the worst weekend of my entire life. And I went to school the next day on a Monday, and I couldn't stop crying because I just missed him so much. And everything inside me physically hurt and felt like my entire world was coming down, like I didn't know what to do. And I was just stuck in this state of being sad, and it was the worst month of my entire life because I never felt like I was ever gonna see the light of happiness or anything. I just felt like I was gonna be sad forever, and it was the worst month of my entire life, and I still miss him, and it's still terrible, and it was so bad because I barely got the time to say goodbye to him. It was like he was here 1 second and then all of a sudden he was gone. And now I'm crying in my YouTube video that was supposed to be happy. But now I just keep thinking about my dog and there's like a lump in my throat now. Okay. Anyway, moving on to the month of April. Oh, I need to like collect myself for a second. Alright, so in the month of April, things were starting to look up. I was starting to cry less every day, and I was just starting to accept the fact that my dog was no longer here, but I had other animals to pour my love into, and that was okay. And it was also the month that my YouTube channel made a revival. Now, at the time in April, I had 58,000 subscribers, which seems like a lot, and it is a lot, so thank you for subscribing if you've stayed subscribed since April, or like, you just subscribed yesterday. Basically, I was at 58,000 subscribers, and usually my normal growth is like 200-ish subscribers a day. But for like 2 weeks, I had been stuck at 58,000 subscribers, and my subscriber count was not moving, and I was like getting 1,000 views per video, which, I mean, seems like a lot, and it was, definitely, but 58,000 subscribers versus 1,000 people viewing your video, that's pretty bad. Because that's basically 57,000 people that had subscribed that are not watching your videos at all. And my thumbnails were complete rubbish. Like, I will admit that. I had no clue how to make a thumbnail. I had never really known how to make thumbnails, and they were just all bad, like really bad quality. My channel art, I don't even remember what it looked like, but I'm pretty sure it was bad too. My profile picture, like everything about my YouTube channel that could have gone wrong, went wrong. And so I was just kind of like sitting there like, well, that's the end of my YouTube career. Like, nobody likes my videos anymore, and I was so sad. And I was just like, wow, okay, like, I guess nobody really cares anymore. But then my brother kept telling me, I am going to fix your YouTube channel. I'm going to fix it for you. I'm going to fix your YouTube channel. And finally, one night, I just brought my laptop to him at like 1 in the morning, and I'm like, fix it. Fix my YouTube channel. Help me, brother. And for like an hour, I waited up, and I was like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? And he kept showing me away. He's like, no, I'm not done yet. I fell asleep eventually because I couldn't stay awake for it. Like, obviously, he was taking his good old time. I wake up in the morning, and my YouTube channel looks completely different. Everything had a new title. I got a new profile picture. I got like new everything. Everything was just beautiful. He hooked me up with someone who can make my thumbnails because, as I said, I was absolute rubbish at them. And her name is Bluette Jama, so thank you so much, Bluette, for doing my thumbnails for that time. And then he gave me a shout out on his YouTube channel saying, hey, she still exists, you should go and look at her. And that was basically the month that my YouTube channel got revived from the deadness that it was dead. Yeah, dead. My YouTube channel was dead, and Apari literally single-handedly, like, revived it for me, and I was so thankful. Like, I can't even explain it to you. And since, like, mid-April, I think it was, I've been doing daily videos and daily uploads, and I have not been happier. Like, that just made my 2016. Like, honestly, it was great. And then after April came May, and it just keeps getting better and better and better and better. Okay, so May 23rd was my kitten Prince's birthday. I love him so much, and he turned a year old, and I cried that day because, I mean, he was my baby. He's still my baby. And, like, he turned a year old. Like, that's crazy. And then about 2 days after that, I checked my email, and apparently I got invited to VidCon. And that was just crazy. I was, like, screaming, bouncing up and down. I was, like, hugging everybody. I was like, oh my god! Oh my god! And it was just a very, very exciting time. And I was like, wow. Oh my goodness, wow. Then June rolls around and I actually go to VidCon, and that was even crazier, and oh my goodness, I could rant about VidCon for hours. I got to meet up with Lauren from Animal Jammer 330, Chibi, her sister, Cammy, you know, Cammy's frog Cammy. I got to meet Snowy Claw, Wisteria Moon, Gummy Unicorn. Twinkle0122 came from Canada, like literally Canada, that's crazy. I met AGHQ, which was absolute insanity, and I was so excited about it. I got in a plane and flew across the country, like across the entire country, because I'm in Massachusetts. It was all the way in California. That's like the entire country. I got to meet like 20 fans, and that was like insane. I was like, oh my goodness, people actually care about me enough to see me and meet me, and oh my goodness, hi. I met my favorite daily vloggers, and oh my goodness, I was so nervous. I just like went up to them, hugged them, and I'm like, can I take a picture? And I was like smiling so wide, and I was so awkward, but it made my life. Also, I believe the very night before I flew out to VidCon, I reached 100,000 subscribers, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. That is, like, insanely amazing. And since then, we have now reached 180,000 subscribers, which is absolute craziness. Like, I don't even have a word for it. Thank you guys so much. You are just the best. And now we're going to pop over to July, and in July, we held JamCon. Now, everyone was supposed to RSVP. If they were coming, they were supposed to RSVP. A lot of people kind of forgot that step to RSVP, and I don't blame them for it, because I don't know, you know, people are busy or whatever. But, we ended up having, like, over 500 people show up. And I was signing autographs for like 4 hours straight. I almost passed out once, and that was just crazy. It was just all like a big blur to me now. It's just like, oh my goodness, but it was like the best day ever. Oh, I also got to meet Julian too on that day for the first time, so that was pretty cool. Then we all went out to dinner at this Mexican place, and that was pretty fun. Zip zap, zooming over to August, I met up with Chorus, and that was pretty darn special. Like, special? Why did I describe it with the word special? I don't know. I meant to say, like, awesome or something, but I guess special works, too. It was pretty special! Okay, September, I went back to school. Pretty basic stuff there. October, Halloween. That was pretty fun. I got a lot of candy and I ate it like all in one night and got super sick, but that's okay. That's just always what happens. In November, I am pretty darn sure that Gimme Spike Plus or Auto was created, which is just insanity. Like, wow. Look at how far he's come. He hates me now. Also, at the very end of November, I met up with my best friend Alexis again, except this time I actually got to meet her sister, her mother, and her brother as well. And that was just a blast. It was so much fun. I got to exchange my presents with them, like Christmas presents and all that, because we aren't gonna, like, see each other on Christmas, you know, because she literally lives in Pennsylvania. And that brings us to December. Now, what happened in December? Christmas. Yeah, Christmas happened. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed me catching you up to date on what happened in 2016, or my 2016 anyway. Let me know in the comment section down below, how was your 2016? And don't just say awful, like, give me reasons, like, why was it awful, or why was it amazing? Did you meet me at JamCon? Did you meet me at VidCon? I don't know, I want to know. And anyways, guys, I'll see you tomorrow, which is New Year's Eve, which is, like, almost the New Year. Like, that's crazy, like, wow. Well, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.